notably Cameron Skates. Can you talk a little bit about the girls who have stepped up this year?
Yeah, what's interesting, and you look at our depth on the roster. Several times this weekend, we had 6 young ladies on the field that either it was their first couple days of Division I competition, or they had 4 or less at bats last year. 6 of them. So that's very exciting. But Cameron Skates had an incredible weekend. Starting on Thursday, she just played solid defense and just really looked relaxed at the plate and really came through with some big hits.
The best start in your history. Can you talk a little bit about what made you guys successful?
Yeah, looking at going out the Mississippi Valley, and it was a tough game. They're a very talented group of young ladies, and we got down by 1, and we'd left several people on base, and it took us coming together and getting some hits together. And from that point, they realized that, hey, we've talked about it, but it's about us as a team. It doesn't matter who we're playing, it's about us manufacturing runs, scoring runs. So when that happened, then we went to Arkansas, and actually we got a lead on Arkansas, and then they battled their way back, kind of like we did in Mississippi Valley State. So we've had some highs and lows, but on Saturday, I guess we decided, we're going to score a few runs. We're going to shut out a couple of teams, and yesterday we really showed up. Yesterday was what we've been looking for this early in the season, where we were putting the ball in play solid and just had solid defense, and of course our pitchers were being very consistent on the mound. So we had some shots. I'm talking the defense yesterday for Oklahoma State had to make some incredible diving plays, and did a great job of putting the ball in play. And even in the 7th inning, bottom of 7th, 2 outs, we got 2 of our fastest runners on 2nd and 3rd with our 3 and 4 hitters up. So that's, we want to put ourselves in that position to be able to win every game.
Your peak and your other ace, Kayla Harris, how important is that to success of your season?
Yeah, we're relying on 2 pitchers. We really want to keep them healthy, and that's we're taking everything that we can to keep them healthy. But also, we're really excited about how they complement each other. They're 2 totally different style pitchers. You got Jennifer's left-handed pitcher that has 3 dominating pitches: the drop curve, the screwball, and then the changeup. And then, of course, you got Kayla Harris. That's more of a screw, curve, rise, change. She's got a lot of different directions and throws a little harder than Jennifer, being a right, and Kayla's right-handed. So they're really going to complement each other, and we see a lot of games probably in the future that they're going to work together on the same lineup, and really just keeping teams guessing and not really sure, not letting them get their rhythm down against our pitchers.
Team over the past couple years, especially this year in general, being your senior season?
Thursday, February 7th, we opened up the season. It was the very first NCAA softball competition of the year. So out of all 280-something teams, we played the very first competition. Holly gets up to bat in the 1st inning and gets the first hit. And I just thought to myself, how it couldn't be any more appropriate than for Holly Curzan, who's been through the injuries that she's been through and what she's meant to this team, to record the first hit of the 2008 NCAA season. So that pretty well sums it up, but her leadership on the field, it's very noticeable. She's done a great job with the incoming freshman and providing the leadership. We missed her in the fall now. She did her student teaching. So we were without Holly a lot in the fall. Just these few weeks we've had her in the springs, really, she's done a great job, and I think she's hit effectively in 6 out of our 7 games.
Between your 2 big bats, Holly Curzan and Andrea Rogers,
Yeah, it's neat. They're both West Coast kids, and they got a little competition going. They were back and forth. You're up. But it's always about the other person. They're never talking about themselves. They're complimenting the other person when the other person goes ahead. So you got, a little competition going on. And then, of course, when Andy compliments Holly and says, hey, you're ahead of me, you're up, or whatever, Holly's like, yeah, but you got 1 more year. So it's neat to watch it. And just watch how they thrive off of each other, and just hitting back-to-back in the lineup. They do a great job.